Welcome to Newswatch 18. Concerned about college tuition costs? There might be a freeze in the near future.
Dance Marathon tried something new this week. Find out what.
And stick around for your Cyclone sports and weather. Stay tuned. You're watching Newswatch 18.
This is Newswatch 18. Newswatch 18 starts now.
Thank you for joining us for the October 18th edition of Newswatch 18. I'm Gabriel Stofa.
And I'm Lisandra Villa. We will now turn to our meteorologist, Sam Schreier, for an overview of the weather. What's it looking like out there?
Hey guys, well tonight actually felt amazing, and this afternoon, felt amazing. It's getting close to November and it was 80 degrees out. So let's take a look at what we can expect into this weekend. So we got a chance for rain, actually thunderstorms here tonight into tomorrow even, possibly some severe ones throughout Iowa. And unfortunately, guys, we're going to cool off back towards what we should expect, but we do have a beautiful weekend. Going to be highs close to the 60s. So it's actually looking pretty nice, and I'm pretty excited for the weekend, but still a little bit of rain in that forecast. So that's all I've got for weather. I'll give you more during my weather segment later in the show.
A tuition freeze could be on the books for Iowa students. The Board of Regents are considering to request to the state general funding for an inflationary rate of general fund of 2.5%. This is in addition to the second-year funding of a 3-year plan for a $4 million focus on the University of Northern Iowa, which has enrollment numbers significantly below projections. If those measures are followed, it is suggested university presidents model undergraduate residence tuition rates on the numbers from the previous year. What that boils down to is that the tuition freeze is contingent upon continued investment in Iowa schools as a whole.
New park plans for Ames residents might come to fruition soon. Former ISU professor Geidel Winokur has donated $1.7 million of an estimated $2.6 million in total cost for the city of Ames for the purchasing and renovation of 80 acres of land in West Ames near Ontario Street. Swimming pools, commercial use, dumping, mining, and skate parks all landed on the no-fly list when discussions took flight. The current landowners' proposals for the area include a woodsy feel with the possibility of a barn and corn crib, maintaining the farm-like appeal inherent to much of Iowa. The public is encouraged to weigh in with their thoughts on what the park should include.
Dance Marathon is ramping up their fundraisers, and they've added a new event. Andrew Schneider joins us in studio with more details.
Thanks. And that different skill set, in fact, requires hand-eye coordination and skills in operating a mouse and a keyboard, and maybe even a joystick.
Most people associate Dance Marathon with dancing. This year, the staff is broadening its horizons to a new group of students.
It's a huge fundraiser for us. It's something that we've never done before, and we're always looking for new ways to involve more people on campus.
The new group? Gamers. Dance Marathon teamed with Game Renegades and Mayhem Comics to raise awareness and funding.
We've seen a lot of sponsors and people in the community just kind of take ownership of it as an event. It's really been great.
President of Game Renegades Jeff Kramer said it was a natural fit for the club to jump on board.
We've been a gaming club here on campus for a couple years now, and we've always been looking for more charity events to participate in, and we were more than happy to help them out.
The goal for Dance Marathon was to take a recently created national event, Extra Life, and bring it back to Ames.
Well, this summer I went to a national conference down in Atlanta, and I actually got to talk to the founder of Extra Life, and it was really inspiring to hear kind of his story and why he does things. So we kind of wanted to bring it back to Iowa State.
And the money they raised was in the thousands. This event is one the organization hopes to make annual.
And this is really exciting for us because we have 50 new people that we've outreached to that are raising money for the same cause, and I think over the years we can even make it bigger as it goes on.
Andrew Schneider reporting, ISU TV.
This is one of many events starting the fundraising season for the dancers, as they have more coming up this week as a part of Homecoming. We have details on our website of those events. The main event takes place January 26th in the Great Hall at the MU. Back to you guys at the desk.
After nearly 20 years, a familiar food franchise is returning to Ames. Plans for the construction of a Dunkin' Donuts will begin next week with a scheduled opening a few months into 2013. Dunkin' Donuts approved franchise plans in January for a series of 8 locations in central Iowa under the purview of brother and sister business team Jeff Kelderman and Lori Kelderman Heim. Other cities included in the donut expansion are East Des Moines, Ankeny, and Marshalltown in 2013. The Ames location is set for 2650 Lincoln Way, the previous location of the Taco Bell near ISU campus that has remained empty since 2010 when it relocated to Duff Avenue.
8 Iowa State students loaded up in a van on Saturday to participate in Camp Dodge's Soldier for a Day event. The event, held in Johnston, Iowa, and organized by Recruiting and Retention NCO Staff Sergeant Josh Wine, was meant to give the students considering joining the National Guard or military a good taste of what they would be doing should they choose to join. Participants got to try rappelling down a 60-foot tower, throwing grenades, and putting on camouflage, among other activities.
Students could see a diverse event on campus. Scotty Strelo visits a Latin American cultural festival at the MU.
Noche de Cultura brought impressive color, culture, and dancing to the ISU community last Saturday night.
Well, this is our big closing event. It's kind of just bringing all the culture together, and with we have a meal. So the meal is going to include different plates from a variety of Latin American countries, like Nicaragua, Mexico, Venezuela, and things like that.
The event gave students a great chance to learn.
For the Latino community, it's just a great way to celebrate your roots, I guess you can say. And then it's also a great way to increase awareness to the Iowa State Committee. So we don't just want Latinos to come to this event. We want African Americans, Asians, anybody that goes to Iowa State to be part of it.
It was a day of cultural celebration and sharing.
I mean, it is great to be able to appreciate all the different cultures within on campus and kind of get to know a lot of people on campus as well. So this event is just a great opportunity to have fun, meet people, dance, enjoy delicious food.
The event was dominated by a spectrum of traditional Latin American dances ranging from salsa to interpretive.
Dancing is not, I don't think it's something that you need to connect to your professional career per se. It's more like a passion. It's more of a hobby, something you enjoy and take a break off from the rest of your daily tasks.
One of the main goals of event organizers was to promote a sense of community both in and out of the Latin American population.
Latino communities, they are more together when they're far apart from home than they are in their own countries. So it is a nice way to collaborate with people from different countries, South America or Central America or the Caribbean. So it's just really nice. It gives you that warmth that maybe it's even warmer than back home.
I'm Scott Strelo with ISU TV.
Iowa State University announced today that on November 1st, Robin Wright, a journalist, foreign policy analyst, and author, will be stopping by campus as part of ISU's World Affairs series to speak about the Arab world's policies. Wright is just the latest addition to the series, which has hosted people such as Hunter Lovins and Daniel Hillel. According to Iowa State's Committee on Lectures, the World Affairs series was started in the 70s. Wright will speak on Thursday at 8 in Memorial Union's Great Hall.
All right, so I heard this was a tough weekend for the Cyclones. What happened?
Well, hi, Karamba, Gabe. There was a little bit of a rough set here on with the football game. Volleyball was a little bit of a different story. I'll have all your answers up next in the sports. This is Newswatch 18. Welcome back to Newswatch 18. I'm Matt Rhodes with your Cyclone Sport Update. The Cyclones football team was handed their third loss on the season in the highly anticipated rematch against Oklahoma State. Iowa State started strong, scoring 10 points in the first quarter, but were never able to make it to the end zone again. The Cyclones marked their territory first with a strong pass from Barnett to wide receiver Quentin Bundridge that was then pounded in the end zone thanks to Jeff Woody, but it was quickly answered by Okie State as they marched down the field and converted to tie the game up. The big question coming out of this game is who will be the starting quarterback for the Cyclones come Saturday? Barnett? Jance? Or will it be the freshman, Sam Richardson? That question and more will be answered this Saturday when they play against Baylor for homecoming at 6 p.m. at Jack Trice Stadium. Cyclone volleyball team squared off against the Oklahoma Sooners on Saturday and swept in 3 straight sets. I bring you more on the game.
Iowa State women's volleyball team hosted Oklahoma in its annual Dig Pink for Breast Cancer Awareness Month at Hilton Coliseum on Saturday.
It was just good to see a just really solid, all-around good performance from everybody. Everybody contributed, and it was against a really good team.
The team had a season-high .373 hitting percentage on the night, with outstanding performances from sophomore Victoria Hurt and senior Rachel Hockaday. Hurt posted 14 kills with a career-high .500 hitting percentage and looked strong throughout the night and continues to be a key offensive player for the team. The Cyclones' defense also stayed strong, out-digging the Sooners 51-34, led by libero Kristen Hahn. You can see the Cyclones play again tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. when they take on 21-ranked Kansas at Hilton Coliseum.
The women's soccer team had a doubleheader on the road this weekend, facing off against Kansas and 20th-ranked Baylor. The Cyclones face off against Kansas on Friday, where they were outplayed 4-1, but did see a shining moment in Jennifer Dominguez, who recorded her 14th goal of the season, putting her at second for all-around goals. After a tough loss on Friday, the Cyclones headed to Texas to duel against a tough Baylor team who have only one loss on the year. It was a defensive battle between the two teams, thanks to Iowa State's Maddie Jobe, who recorded a career-high 13 saves in the match, but was bested in the 88th minute, snapping a potential overtime scuffle. The Cyclones play again on Friday when they host Oklahoma to finish up the season and honor their fellow seniors on the team. That's all we have here now for sports. So, Sam, the weather is kind of crazy these days. Can you tell us what's up with that?
Well, the weather kind of stinks, Matt, just like the football game we had this weekend. So hopefully I can bring you some good news for maybe a good game this weekend. So stay tuned. This is Newswatch 18. Hey, everybody. One more day of absolutely fantastic temperatures, but rain's a-coming in your forecast. Currently right now in Ames, 68 degrees. Pretty humid out there, 84% for humidity. This dew point is absolutely outrageous for this time of year when it should be bone dry out there and pretty cold. But 68 degrees is our temps, pretty warm and pretty nice, really. Local temps around the state, Ankeny 70, Des Moines 71. Coolest, up towards the north and west, about 68 in Fort Dodge, about 66 in Carroll. As we zoom out across the state, all the same, head off to the north and west, 56 in Sioux City, about 64 in Council Bluffs. And over on the eastern part of the state, 69 in Waterloo. So pretty enjoyable temps right now, and they're going to kind of want to stick around. Look at your morning, what you'll be waking up to. Not a whole lot of change. 63 for Des Moines. 50s throughout most of the state, though. 52 over in Sioux City. So it feels great. Unfortunately, those lows are going to start to dip back towards the 30s the next few coming days. Tomorrow's highs, big temperature gradient heading over towards Colorado and across South Dakota. 46 in Pierre, 55 in Sioux Falls, about 83 for tomorrow in Des Moines. So it's a pretty nice little treat for us heading into the end of October towards the beginning of November. 83 in Des Moines, like I said, 82 in Ames, and about 79 in Fort Dodge. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at what we got going around the country for satellite and radar. And we've actually got a jet stream that kind of wants to follow this pattern we've got for storms all across the part of the country. Some storms just kind of lifting over here and some rain across the western part of the country. And then just above Iowa, we've got some showers up here into North Dakota. But the next chance for rain is going to be tomorrow night, possibly into Thursday as well also. So taking a look at clouds and radar throughout Iowa, not a whole lot of activity, a few showers here just left the very tip of the state, Mason City, but mostly cloudy throughout tonight and into tomorrow. Some clouds will remain, but then we should burn them off into the day. Taking a look at Futurecast, what it thinks. So a few showers, it wanted to throw a few in tonight, into tomorrow. Really, we should be clearing off into the night, though, and heading into tomorrow. Mostly a nice day. We should see some showers maybe kind of towards 5 a.m. There could be some severe ones. Now, SBC, the Storm Prediction Center, thinks possibly some shower. Ooh, that one little funky right there. But they should possibly see maybe a strong supercell fire up there, possibly tomorrow after 5 o'clock. So our model doesn't really do a good job of firing a supercell, but it does bring some rain in. And take a look over here, just off Nebraska. That is snow. That's what that light blue is. So snow is close, but not going to hit Iowa for us right now. And then here it comes Thursday morning, huge swath of rain all across the state, but that's going to keep moving out. And that should be the end of our rain. And after that moves out, we'll have some clouds for the rest of Thursday afternoon and into Friday, and just a few clouds really in our way. Rain totals are going to be close to an inch or so as we head into the week, as we head into Thursday. Tonight, 61 degrees. It's going to be foggy out there. Tomorrow, about 82 degrees and a chance for thunderstorms late in the day, again into the evening. But as we take a look at your 7-day forecast, Wednesday about 82 and an 80% chance on Thursday. But then you head into that weekend, a little cold, but it's still going to be sunny with 45-degree temperature on Saturday. And that's all I've got for weather. Now let's go back to the desk.
Students who purchased their homecoming pins gathered on Central Campus for day 2 of their free lunches. Today's meal was provided by Noodles & Company. Lunch will continue to be catered by local food establishments throughout the week until Friday. So if you've been missing out on the festivities, homecoming pins can still be purchased for $5 at the Alumni Center.
Iowa State's towers, dorms located south of campus, are having Wallace-Wilson wars throughout the week. All 20 floors will be pitted against each other in what has proved to be a popular competition for past residents. Events such as tug-of-war, trivia, scavenger hunts, and relay races will be hosted. Penny Wars, in which pennies earn floors positive points and other types of currency detract their worth of points, will be ongoing throughout the week. Proceeds from the money raised by Penny Wars will be donated to United Way, and the winning floor will win t-shirts as well as bragging rights.
That's all we had for tonight's edition of Newswatch 18.
Be sure to tune in on Thursday at 8 for more Cyclone news, weather, and sports. Have a good week.